Right, good morning, comrades. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back in the Nürburgring. Just did a nice cruising lap after the first lap with the Yaris and followed that Megane. So whoever that was, thumbs up for very good driving. I enjoyed it a lot. Today's video is going to be pretty special. We're going to talk about, namely, why am I not driving so often? Why am I not driving any Apex cars? Well, I am, and previously, and here. So there is nothing, there are no reasons. There are actually reasons. I'm going to mention them. Why am I not driving taxis? Why am I not driving Robert's cars? So many things, and they all have different reasons. So let's get started. First of all, we need to scan our lap tickets. There we go. As mentioned, we need to make a distinction between three cars that we have in the at our disposal, so to say, or that you see quite often on the channel. These are the rental cars, including this one, the taxis, and private cars, whether mine, Robert's, Diana's, who knows, which else. And first, why am I not driving more often in general? Well, I know that when you see me every day on YouTube and I'm just sometimes the reality becomes a bit vague because you start thinking you're just having fun the whole day, just enjoying the track and just doing nothing, sometimes making videos. For most of the part, it's true. I'm making most of the time my videos. I have to edit them, I have to shoot them, think of the concept, what I'm going to talk about, answer all your comments as well. That's very important. From day one up until now, 6 years later, I've been taking pride in the community that we have built up together and all the feedback that I get, all the interactions, and I find it very important to maintain that. So there is a lot of time related to that, goes to that. Then whenever the track is open, there is also business aspect of it. So I need to sometimes instruct, I need to sometimes get food for Apex people, so drive somewhere, help with other random things, help to swap the wheels just by pressing the brake pedal. George, I'm not swapping the wheels, yes. All kinds of things that consume time. And then whenever I have the opportunity to actually go out on a track, then I need to be very careful with the choices that I make with the very limited amount of time that I have in the first place. So I would then, point A, would rather take out my own car, which I've been building this year and spending lots of money, and it's been a very big important point, showing you what these upgrades do on the track and how much I enjoy the car, etc, etc. So there's my own car that I would rather take out instead. Second of all are all the awesome people who've been visiting me and saying hey, you want to hop in for a passenger lap? And if it's a unique car, such, never mind if it's the Senna or the Golf from Nigel the Pinderwagen, or the Skoda of AD that has had now gazillion thousand views, over 1 million views. These cars are, for me, content perspective wise, a lot more interesting to showcase than to have just another lap with the car that A, have been already featured on my channel, or B, because it's a rental car, it has been occupied by a customer, or it will be occupied by a customer who wants to have that car, and he goes in and is hey, I would like to rent the Polo or the Yaris. And then yeah, Misha has it. Oh yeah, okay, I'm going to go somewhere else then, because I really want that particular car. And yeah, or or he ends up being disappointed because the car is not available, he goes somewhere else. So I really want to not touch the rental fleet as much as possible, because all the business stuff and all the things mentioned previously. Now, then we move on to the taxis. And also partially the reason why I'm making this video is because some people have really said oh, Misha crashed the car, so there must be a reason why he's not driving the taxis. Well, no, I've been driving the taxis, and whoever had the opportunity to drive with me, please let me know in the comments, because there were a couple of 100 laps, and everyone's been enjoying. I've been enjoying the interaction with the people, but the whole thing that goes around it was, for me personally, not enjoyable. So, you know what? First of all, I'm gonna say I'm not proud too much or arrogant or whatnot to say that Tim is our fastest driver. So from, again, business perspective, we want to deliver the best possible experience. That's why him being the fastest, he is driving the cars. this year, the cars, because the traffic has been so low. We must be happy with 30% of business in comparison to last year because of the corona. No one was able to come here. So he's been driving both cars. In the past, we had more drivers. And some people are going to say like, oh my God, it's still faster than Ice Cold Moritz. I don't know. But why is Moritz not driving for us? We're going to make a video soon, or maybe it has been already published. It's because Moritz has completely different priorities this year. He's been racing in the States with LMP3 cars. Yeah, LMP3 cars. He's been racing around the world, so, and he was living in Nürburgring in the past, like next to Apex, and his move to Cologne and etc. So with all that combined, with less business, with him being away, he's not here. So just like a small side note. But who knows? Maybe Tim is faster. You need to put them all in the same car and find out. That's the only way you can find out if the driver is faster or not. But so Tim is fastest driver. He's driving the cars. People are enjoying it by us having the fastest taxi, most capable, that is being driven just the balls out. But when it comes to me driving, of course, you then can have people who just want to go out with me because you want to have fun, you want to talk about stuff, etc. Yes, true, but it's still very much like it takes a lot of energy. It costs so much effort, so much energy to be concentrated, to do even 10 laps on a day as a driver on an average pace. It's like kind of like, yeah, and then it's doable, but then you come at the evening, in the evening you come after work and you still need to do all the emails, you need to edit the videos and answer the comments, etc. The whole YouTuber life begins. And don't get me wrong, I'm definitely not complaining because I would definitely rather do this than like cleaning toilets. So I'm definitely not complaining about my job, but like every job, it has also its downsides. So I would rather at the end of the evening go home, couch, Netflix, World War II in color or whatever series I would be watching. And just a bit of taking time off, because otherwise you're gonna fall asleep and end up in that wall over there. What happened last year, and even now I'm like being on a dry line. What the hell am I doing in the wet? So I'm very taking it easy from like my physical level this year, not to try overwork myself, especially since beginning of this year I was working at Rimac until September, that I was traveling up and down. I didn't want to overstress myself for all the reasons. So it was taking lots of toll. Physical. So I just, at some point I said, Robert, I don't enjoy doing that. Second point, why I don't enjoy driving taxis from a personal perspective again, because you have to be always standby, always ready, always be at the taxi, talk to customers, do laps. Whenever track is open, you're doing laps. So you're doing basically from the morning till the evening, nothing than being at the car. And again, this could be for many the dream job. And for me as well, it's a very pleasant thing. But my main thing that I have to do, keep in mind, is I have to maintain the communication that you and I have. So like making videos first of all, and provide the variety of content. So if I'm stuck in a taxi the whole day and doing nothing than filming reactions of the people, yeah, okay, for once it's nice, once a month, the best of taxi driving is nice. But then it's just like, okay, we've seen it all, Misha. Can you show us car spotting? Can you drive some other car? Can you show us what's happening with your car? And at some point you need to make a choice, you know? You need to say like, okay, I'm either driving taxi or I'm just doing everything else. And in my case, I enjoy doing the variety that I'm doing, so not just being focused on a taxi alone. And this is simple as that. Why I decided, like, you know, let boys have fun. Sometimes I jump in with them for a lap. I film the reaction of people coming out of the car. So much more fun, so much more enjoyable. And at the end of the day, I'm just not tired. I can edit 5 videos. And because I have then the buffer of 5 videos, I can put them on throughout the week and go on a holiday to Italy, maybe at some point, who knows. So there is that. Then approaches the final topic, the question, why aren't you driving Robert's cars? Well, because again, these are Robert's cars. And in the past, we drove, I drove pretty much all the cars except for the recent ones, the 620R and which car was that? The Pista. I haven't driven the Pista on the track. And why is that? Because again, I have other priorities, and like I drove all the other cars as mentioned, so there's nothing like, hey, he's like cops absolutely block me from it. But for me, it's kind of weird, like, you know, going actively like, hey Robert, can I drive it? Hey Robert, can I drive it? It's the same for you. Okay, you probably have some friend of yours who has maybe a fancy car, like or maybe your dream car, or just an average car that you would like to drive. But it's kind of awkward of like chasing, like, hey, can I go drive it? Can I go drive it? Because why? I'm just no interest. And sometimes it says like, hey, yo, hop in, let's go for a lap, and we do it. But it's not that something that I'm actively chasing for all the previous reasons, and just because I find it kind of awkward in a way. So if he's throwing the keys at me, fine, we'll do it. But there is that. So, oh, look at that. It's State Start Supercars, AWX631. Hello, why am I on the white line? It's because of him. Who? Was he having his mom or his grandma on the lap? Oh no, I think it's a girl, sorry. She was wearing like a Christmas hat, and it made it look like she had some gray hair. Okay, I better stop because I make myself more of an idiot than I already am. What did I want to say? So, let's talk about the projections for next year then. Am I still not going to drive any cars? Well, no, there's still plenty of content. I know you want to see me driving, but we have two things in plan. So first of all, soon, promised, we are going to finish the ring tractor because it needs to go to UK for engine build, yada, yada, yada. So there's a lots of things that we need to do regarding that. And we need to wait for it till the engine is built. And then after the holidays, we finish the ring tractor. It's going to be a track car. I said that I wanted to make it a race car. Yes. Well, I looked into regulations. I looked into all the prices of modifications that I want to do to it and have to do it to make it race ready. For the money extra alone, on top of the engine costs and already that I've spent on suspension and all the parts, I can buy a second brand new i20N. And guess what? That's what I'm gonna do. So ring tractor is not going to be a race car. I will buy i20N to have like a new car to show you all the journey because I love Hyundai. I'm very excited for that car. But will you still be racing, Misha? I want to see you race. Yes, I will, because the Cupra is being built as a race car. And I asked like, hey, so how much for the Cupra? And with the mods that I had planned for the ring tractor, I could already do like a full season with the Cupra by renting it alone and paying the full normal customer price of RCN, and not going through all the hassle like putting a full roll cage in the tractor or having 5 sets of wheels. Okay, it's over exaggerated, and finding where I'm gonna store them. And getting the car to the track because you cannot drive on full slicks to the track. So there is going to be plenty of content next year that I'm planning, but on top, I think this year has been amazing regardless. Even if we would not have all the plans that I have, I think this year without a doubt has been an amazing year in general in terms of YouTube. It's been the best year hands down. Of course, we had sorry that I have to bring up Kubica again, but after Robert Kubica channel spiked up, we had 100,000 new subs almost. Well, not 100, but like 70 to 80. And the channel's been doing well, and we had such a variety of content. And I think at the end of the day, that's what's all about for you, for the audience. And I've been happy how it has been going. So even if I will not be doing all these things like ring tractor, i20N, and racing the Cupra, it's been still a good year. And for that, I really want to thank all of you, all the single one of you for supporting, for being engaging in the comments. That's what Robert and I always say, like, guys, thank you so much for like being so great. And I keep repeating it because it is the fact we have the best automotive community. 99.9% are just so nice, so friendly, and yeah, it's amazing. So thank you for that. I hope it clears up all the questions why I'm not driving this often, because of very simple reasons. But sometimes I hop in the car, like now, because it is the last year, it is the last lap. We want to do it, want to enjoy it, and then we do it. So I hope you understand. If you have any further questions, let me know. We'll be happy to ask them. And looking forward to see you at the Nürburgring or back on my channel until the track opens next year. So thanks for that. Bye-bye.